Alright, everyone, welcome. It's been a few weeks now. Yeah, that sounds about right. I was pretty much unable to leave the bed for a few weeks because, well, I had a bit of a surgery and I was not able to, let alone get out of the bed, let alone do all this. So sorry for that. I'm back though. I hope, at least for the most part. Yeah, it still kind of is there, but I feel like it shouldn't be that big of a hindrance right now. Well, with that out of the way, this is now a bit of a new format. I'm doing this because I realized when I'm building all this stuff, it gets quite boring because I find it hard to talk and be building all this stuff in a creative way, thinking of how everything works and where everything goes, and while also talking, and that leads to so many silent moments of just nothing being said that I figured I'm just gonna do these making offs in a sort of a time lapse while I talk to hopefully all of it, maybe sometimes most of it if I have nothing more to say. But yeah, it's been a few weeks since I recorded this. I don't remember everything I did, but I think what happened is at first I forgot to press the record button. That's why there was already a bit placed down, but not too much because I realized it pretty fast. But some of it was already built before I pressed the button. But pretty much what I'm doing now is setting out pretty much the overall landscape of what I'm making here. The tree in the back and everything, the house you see there, if you saw the previous one, then you would realize that it's not the place that house is gonna. I'm pointing even though you can't see that. The house that's back there, it's gonna be somewhere else by the end of it. You'll see me place it there. I think I even acknowledged that before when I was making this. That it's just gonna be a placeholder there, that I'm gonna just have that there because I want it somewhere, but that it's just a bit of a placeholder. It's gonna be there for now. Again, I'm just kind of making the backdrop here so you feel like it's a bigger world. You see here? No, right, now I'm already placing it there because I realized, yeah, that seems like a good place to place it. Placing some more trees, because in my opinion trees are just, well, ties a ribbon bow across everything that we already did. Just testing it out now, walking over water like you do. Alright, the house works. It's pretty much when I'm walking around like this is I'm checking the scale as well. That's the character, and if you walk up to it, does it feel too big or too small? Which sometimes was the case. Right now I'm animating the water a bit so it looks like it was moving, and I'm already done with it by the time I finish that sentence. I'm placing some more grass right now. And oh, it's going fast. I mean, I'm doing this at 8 times speed, so it is going pretty fast. If that's an indication to how long it eventually took to do this and how many just quiet, silent moments there were when I was doing all this. It's just it was just a no-go. So this is the new format. I'm gonna probably be doing this. Yeah, placing some more backdrops so you know where to go. I know this is gonna be more of an open world type of deal, sort of, but you just kind of move around like a big open area, but it's not you can go forever. There's almost no games where that is. Almost. There are some. Fine. But this is not one of them. Drink some water. I think we have most of it done already. We're almost halfway done, I think, because I think when we sped it up to 8 times speed, we got to 10 minutes, sort of, something like that. I'm not able to check right now, but just placing down some more trees, because trees really just tie everything together. It makes it feel so much more alive. And I know in the previous hometown I've used more variation of trees, but I don't know. At the end of it, I'm not a fan of it. I might end up changing that as well, going back to it. Maybe not. We'll see. But I think from now on we'll just use this tree. Maybe we'll end up using more trees as we go along, depending on the area and whatnot, because I do have some ideas of like more landscapes than just grassland. If that makes much sense, which I hope it does. Placing some little items on the ground as well. This is where I'm gonna be placing a bit of a forest as well. It's gonna be a bit of a forest there because the way I wanted to do it, if you saw the previous one, you'd notice, but you're able to like go from the start where you go. You're able to go left or right, and then you, depending on that, it means which town you go to, which gym you battle first, and whatnot. Just changes everything. And it's a choice you get at the beginning of the full game. Placing some more mountains in the back just to give a bit of depth and scale of everything. Alright, checking how much more I could place there. And I dropped something. Alright, don't mind that. I'm sorry. I think right here I'm just thinking most of the time as well, when I'm just kind of like staring into the abyss for minutes. See, I told you it got boring when I was just like putting the full 1 hour something version out. I think it was nearly 2 hours, nearly. If I'm not mistaken, but yeah, it was just the most boring thing ever, and even while I was doing it I realized that. And during the whole thing I got to thinking of like, okay, how can I make this somewhat entertaining? And which is why I thought of this format, but like by doing that, thinking of ways of making it more entertaining, it got even more quiet, and that was just not a good idea. But I think this format will work a bit better. I can get the creative stuff out when I'm doing this, and then I just time-lapse it and I talk over it right now. Even though I'm sometimes wondering what I'm doing myself, because maybe that's just because like it was a few weeks ago when I made all this and I forgot half of this. But I know what I'm thinking pretty much. I can put myself in my own shoes because it's me. So I know if I'm placing down a lot of trees, it's because I like trees. I like placing trees down because it makes everything so cool and pretty and whatnot. Yeah, this is the other end. This is where you go for the other side of the town. I think, yeah, this house, I was gonna have another quest in there, which is still something I'm probably gonna do, but I'm not sure yet. Also, I mean, not sure, I probably definitely are, but I haven't yet. I might go back to that when I'm done with pretty much the layout of the towns, regions, and everything pretty much that is there to do, and then I go into more details with side quests and stuff, which I do like side quests. And now I'm placing down some pretty much battleable trainers. You're not actually gonna battle them, it's concept, so you don't actually get to, but you know what I mean. They're there, so you get an indication of what it would be like. Again, watch the like little showcase video, previous one, if you want to see that. Also what I wanted to talk about is, I think alongside this project, which is the biggest project, it's gonna be here for a while, I think. I'm also gonna sprinkle out some other projects, I think now. I have some more ideas other than the whole Pokemon region thing. And yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking. So we're almost at the end of it now. Placing down some more lighting, making it look pretty and everything. Pretty much like the cherry up top is pretty much where we are right now. So yeah, again, I'm probably gonna start doing some other projects now alongside this one. This one isn't gonna stop, don't worry. And yeah, I think this is my final test run. Not really, I'm probably gonna end up like scaling some stuff as I'm walking around, if I'm remembering this right. But there is not much time left, just a few more seconds, so I'm gonna start wrapping everything up now. I hope you enjoyed watching and listening to me ramble on about what I did weeks ago and trying to remember it myself. It's gonna be different from now on. Thank you and goodbye.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Fresh face, straight mauling it, food court ballin'. I'm a really fat kid in a small kid's body. Bumping any genre as long as there's some thought in it. But on occasion music gets ratchet and rowdy.